Hey there, it's Rebekah R. Jones, and I am here to show you a comparison of some Bibles from the journal The Word Collection. The folks at HarperCollins Publishers sent them to me. This is a nice little note that they wrote for me, which was super kind of them to send these so that you guys could have a look at this. As you can see, there's King James Version and New King James Version. These are lay flat, and this easy to read comfort print is actually a really special type of print that is meant to be helping you to be able to read the Bible for longer without your eyes fatiguing. So that's fantastic. If you're somebody who maybe is struggling with reading and you need things to be a little bit easier to read, this is not large print, it is comfort print. And I can show you the difference here because I've got a couple of Bibles off camera to kind of compare this with these new ones so you can see the difference. A couple of things to note about these is that they are great for doing artwork in, just like I show you how to do on my YouTube channel and blog and school, but they're also great if you just want to take notes. As you can see with these photos, lots of people love to use them for note taking, and that is a fantastic thing. I remember when I was growing up, there really weren't journaling Bibles like this that had some extra margin space, and let me crack this open so you can see what I mean. So I'm going to just pop this one out of the way and get to this really pretty floral print that is in this New King James. I think that the King James Version actually has a really beautiful one that is perfect for this floral type of design. There's another floral design in the King James one, I believe, and stuff like that. So this is a cloth overboard, and it's quite a durable cloth, I think. So it just says Holy Bible and is really very, very simple to use, and it pops open like this. Just wanted you to get a feel for what the inside of these look like. They all look the same, and that is the size of that print and what those lines look like and everything. It's just quite simple. I really like these actually. If you're into these translations and you like this kind of style of print, you're probably going to really like this. I wanted to show you guys these because I think a lot of you really want something that feels easier to read, and this is much easier to read. So it's actually just easier on the eye. It's not it's just a nicer font. I don't know how to explain it other than comfort print, which is what they've called it. This isn't an advertisement. It's just literally, they've sent me a couple of Bibles and said, hey, would you mind reviewing these? And I said I would absolutely love to, because I've got a couple of Bibles here right now. So this is the comfort print. Inside of this Bible is, you know, your basic kind of cover stuff here, and the size of this is pretty good. You can see a little bit of information here at the beginning, and then it just gets right into things. And let's see here at the back what we've got. There's a little bit of notes in area, which is significantly small. If you're actually a note taker, there's 3 pages, so I'm not really sure how important that would be, but it's here in case you want it. And otherwise, it's literally just there for you to take notes or write in. I don't think that these lines are terribly noticeable. They're dotted so that they kind of melt into the page a little bit. This is this cover here, and this is a pretty cover. This is the King James Version, this one. And this is a beautiful cover as well. You can see how pretty that is. I think this is just stunning, and it is actually metallic. It's just beautiful. And if you're into that, then you'll probably love this. It's the exact same thing inside, so there's nothing more to show you there. But this is these two. So I am gonna get these other couple of Bibles to compare this with, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got a couple of Bibles here, King James and New King James. This is also New King James, and this is NIV. Now, the comfort print Bibles, they only come in the King James and New King James right now. That may change in the future, and you'll always find whatever is latest with this collection will all be together on my Bible guide. So definitely check out the Bible guide if you're looking for anything to do with journaling in your Bible, because every Bible that is on the market, which is over 100 of them now are all on my guide, and it'll help you find what's right for you. And I hope that this will help you find what's right for you with these Bibles. If this is something that's interesting for you, if you want things to be easier to read, then this is great. Or if you want that space, then it's there for you. Now, this is large print. There's a few of these that are not comfort print that are large print, and that is interesting. I just want to show you the difference between them. So I'll set this aside. You can see immediately that there is a difference in the actual size of the Bible. It may feel minimal, but if I switch it to this, you can really start to see that it's a different Bible, really. There's a little bit different going on there. This has got this to help close it, and this does not. It's a little bit thicker, and you can feel that in the actual weight of the Bible. It just feels denser to hold. But what really matters to you, I imagine, is the actual size of the text. So let's pop this open. This is the comfort print here on the right, and we're going to pop open this one. This is the large print. Now, this far away, maybe not seeing it, but let me show it to you up close so you can see the difference there. Comfort print on the right, large print on the left. It may feel like a little bit of a difference, but I would assure you that the large print is a little bit larger, but this comfort print is pretty good. So let's have a look at what happens if you're looking at a normal sized one. Now, I'm pretty sure that this limited edition paintable cloth cover is actually that. It's limited and you're not going to find this. I can't even find it to link it. If you find it to link it, let me know and I'll have my team put it on there. But they do have several other covers for this, which is in this standard print. And this is where you really start to see a little bit of a difference here with the way that this looks. Now, let me show you the difference here. This right here is the standard on the right, and then the large print on left, standard on the right. You can really see it's actually easier for you on camera to look at the large print and read it, whereas this standard is a little bit smaller, but the standard is pretty good. Let's look at it in comparison to this here. This comfort print against the standard. It's actually just an easier type of font to read, I think is the key. Now that we've established the size of the font, it is actually a different font. It's not just a size. So that's important to note, that you're not looking at just a difference in size. You're also looking at a different type of font, which is actually easier for you to read. So that's nice. I like that. This large print one is interesting. I will actually put anything that's not a comfort print Bible, I will put all of those into a collection next to this so you can see all the Journal of the Word Bibles together. In case you really like what you're seeing, then you can look on the guide and see all of the options. Now, regardless of what it is, it seems as though all of the Journal of the Word Bibles have the letters of Jesus in red. So I know many of you love that, and that is really wonderful. So if we pop over here, you can see letters of Jesus are in red, and I think that that is wonderful. Let's have a look. I'll just get that closer for you. You can see the red text for everything that Jesus has said. And so that makes it easy for you to find what Jesus was saying and read that. There are 2 different ribbons in here so that you can mark your place in 2 different places. And that, I think, is handy if you're trying to do some sort of reading plan and you've got a couple of things going on, or you want to save something that you're studying while you're reading, any of that sort of thing. So there's a couple of these, but I often teach how to create in your Bible and not necessarily have it be dedicated as your study Bible. I tend to keep a Bible that I like to read that helps illuminate new thoughts to me that I wouldn't normally notice because I'm used to reading that translation that I study in. And I read it to get fresh perspective, some modern thought, some new ideas, a new way of looking at something that is the same. I tend to switch up those translations so I don't get bored and stick in that same thing. You can do that within the Journal of the Word collection because there's a few different translations going on here. But then when I go to study, I study with something that I know is going to be accurate, and you can totally do that with the New King James. I think New King James is a really good option if you want to study from it. But ultimately, this is a journaling Bible. And so this is a great Bible for you to write your thoughts as you're going along or to actually do artwork in. So I would recommend that you consider this your working Bible. Call it your working Bible to work in it. Work on your relationship with God. Work on your connection with Him. Work on understanding Him better. Do those types of things. Get into the Word and let it transform your life. So here are a couple of these options, and really that's all there is to see about this. There's, let me just show you here for reference actually, quickly, what this is. This is 20 centimeters, that's 8 inches tall, and it is 6 inches wide like every other Bible on the market currently, and that means it's 15.5 centimeters. So what we have in terms of this margin space is just over 2 inches of margin space. That's marginally larger than some out there on the market, and that means it's just over it's 5.25 centimeters. That's 2 inches. So that is it. If you're interested in the Journal of the Word Bible, you want large print, this comfort print collection comes in several different covers. Honestly, if I didn't already have Bibles that I am using quite regularly, then I probably would start right in on one of these because I actually really like these a lot. I do review Bibles so that you can figure out what's right for you. So head over, have a look through, find other videos, find what works for you, find a cover that works for you, and get yourself into one of these Bibles if it works for you. So I hope this has been helpful. Would you like this? If you want to see other things, let me know in the comments what other Bibles you might want to see, and talk to me about what you need to learn, what kind of things you want to know. Subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to seeing you in another video soon.